It's about 12:50 a.m. on Sunday, April the 28th, 2024. And I wanted to do a quick video before I go to sleep. You can hear my voice. I'm really tired. Um, while it's on my mind because I wanted to talk about textbooks and, how they are written for the students to shape the way that they think. And I will go ahead and put stills at the end of this video of some pages that I wrote on from this particular book, which I mentioned in another video, and some text from this particular book. Before I show it to you, though, so you don't have to pause the video, I'm going to put the stills at the end. I thought about, people who are afraid of those who they know that they cannot fight because they are the only people who would need distance weapons. And so I was thinking about all of this infrastructure around me, around everybody really, especially in Norfolk and Hampton Roads, and exposing it because it is meant or designed to keep people in a state of physical health that of course is disease ridden, because it's easier to fight someone who isn't fully functional physically than it is someone who is fully healthy. And I remembered this cartoon, political cartoon from a series on display in the Chrysler Museum. And I think it's relevant to share these textbooks from Hampton University because even in this exhibit that I visited, the textbook or the informational that they provided for this particular area of the museum talks about the partnership that they have recently established with Hampton University in their museum. And for those of you who aren't aware, Hampton also has a proton therapy research lab, which, that's very relevant. And it's, maybe 10 minutes from Fort Langley, Fort Eustis, and NASA. So all of that is over on the other side of the water from here. And that's why talking about Hampton right now is really significant. But when you think about the National Rifle Association and how adamant they are about maintaining and continuing to upgrade weapons, this cartoon really does speak to that fear that if they wake up or they get healthy, or if they are able to develop arms that are more powerful than ours, then what are we going to do? Because these people don't need weapons to be able to fight. They can, warriors know how to fight. I know how to fight. My daughters know how to fight, and if necessary. But the way we fight, at the end of the fight, people can, get up and move on with their lives. They aren't, having to be hospitalized or put in a casket. So, I wanted people to just think about that. And the reason that people are afraid, because that's a dialogue that we need to have. And, I'm really missing Chili, who is a pit bull and was probably captured because she was misidentified as a dog that's threatening, but no one has engaged her. And so, it was just an assumption that she would be aggressive because she is a breed that is raised to fight and to kill, for people who gamble with dogs and dog fighting. So I will provide the stills for this, but the reason why I stopped as I was reading and started marking all over these pages is because everything in these pages normalizes a Civil War invasion. It helped all the things that covert military ops would be doing. They talk about, but in a more normative way, like this is what's supposed to happen, and you're supposed to accept that this is how it happens. And, so that makes it even easier for them to use the military, especially the wave of immigrants and aliens that have been allowed into the military and into the country, so that people don't ask a lot of questions and just kind of except fugitives from other places who, of course, come in with intentions that we aren't aware of until, or we weren't aware of until it was too late. So I hope that you find the information informative and it gives you additional things to think about. If we got rid of all of the weapons, then we could save everyone.